And just like that, Mr. Steph had to step off for a minute. It is that time of day. Welcome in. We have the sunflower bucks for today's giveaway. We'll be giving that away in about 20 minutes. And then we have a channel sticker we're giving away as well. So there's two post-it notes up there. One's for the sunflower bucks. The other is for the channel sticker. I'm not quite sure where Mr. Steph is on his channel stickers. Let's see. I'm going to step over here for just a second. Let's see if I can find his. Hey, he might have hit his. Do not. Maybe he's got a special little place he's putting his. Alrighty. I did not see him over there on his little station. I don't see him over here either. That's all. I guess I'll find out when he gets back. Let's see. His numbers. Today is Monday. How's it going, Hippie? How's your Monday going? Got your package today. Ooh, awesome. I am so glad to hear that. Thankfully, I haven't heard of a whole lot of issues with packages being damaged, but just across the board. But Hippie is in at 63. I'm assuming that's what that was for.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Alrighty, let's see. What shall we do? Let's see. Let's go through.
Bye, Myra.
Today is the 31st. Today's the 31st of March, y'all. Hey, Myra, welcome in. They started a whole new burn signal, whatever you want to call in the Flint Hills today. They'll do that on and off over the next few weeks before they really get it going. But it's got my allergies out there today. Let's see. Hello. Got your notice to pick up on Friday, but the post office was closed on Saturday. Yeah, that's ours typically. I think ours typically.
It's open 45 minutes.
They open it for 45 minutes for you to pick items up. But I mean, unless you're a morning person, that ain't gonna happen. So I'm always a Monday person to pick up. So, that's awesome. I'm glad it got there. I thought about checking in on everything I have in circulation, but last week I'm like, no, not gonna go down that rabbit hole. All right, today's devotional from the Jesus Calling Sarah Young edition. It's March 31st. Taste and see what I am good. Taste and see that I am good. Okay, I just want to make sure I was reading that right. The more intimate. Sorry, tied it again. Intimately you experience me, the more convinced you become of my goodness. I am the living one who sees you and longs to participate in your life. I am in training you to find me in each moment and to be a channel of my loving presence. Sometimes my blessings come to you in mysterious ways, through pain and trouble. At such times you can know, oh my goodness, only though you trust in me. Understanding will fail you, but trust will keep you close to me. Thank you for my gift of peace, of such immense proportions that you cannot fathom its depth or breadth. When I appear to my disciples after the resurrection, it was peace that communicated first of all. I knew this was their deepest need to calm their fears and clear their minds. I also speak peace to you, for I know your anxious thoughts. Listen to me, turn out other voices, so that you can hear me more clearly. I desire you to dwell in peace all day, every day. Draw near to me and receive my peace. And that is today's Psalms 34:8, Genesis 16, verse 13 and 14, John 20,
Hi,
19,
Lisa.
and Colossians 3:25. Hey, Lisa, welcome in. So there is today's. Let's go ahead and flip it over for tomorrow's. One last thing I have to choose. Tomorrow's April 1st. Y'all. Just saying. If you're just getting in here, drop your number between 1 and 125. We're going to give away in about 10 minutes the sunflower bucks for today.
Hi, Jessica.
Hey, Jessica. Welcome in, girl. All right. Power Thought Cards. These are by Lois Hay. Just grab one randomly, so that's how we do it. So today's is every thought I think is creating my future. And it says the universe totally supports every thought.
Hi, Subi.
I choose to think and believe. I have unlimited choices about what I think. I choose balance, harmony, and peace, and I express it in my life. So there is today's. Hey, Sue, and welcome in, Jessica. Welcome in, Myra. How is y'all's day going? Mine is filled with the weather, not knowing what it wants to do. My body reacted to it. There is something else I thought.
So, Lisa, drop a number between 1 and 125 because we do different giveaway drawings throughout our show. You don't have to be present to win. Just make sure we have your information either emailed or through the job form.
Yep. You can email your real name, mailing address, to the Groves Bargain Emporium. There's dots in between those words at gmail.com. It's at least a double espresso shot kind of Monday. Oh my goodness. A matter of fact, I'm going to jump off really quick. Mr. Steph's going to jump over here for a second because I need to go take my B vitamin. I know I was forgetting something, but if I don't take it, I'll forget it. And then here in an hour, I'm going to be dragging out to being like, why am I driving? Here, I'll just screw it back. I bet I moved quicker than you got.
Yeah, pretty much, because I was eating.
Alright. Vitamin B. B12, actually. event, the vitamin B's and vitamin D's, unless I can go outside and yesterday, afternoon or was the evening when it finally cleared up, and then today it's been pretty clear.
Yeah, they'll start burning again into tonight and tomorrow because there's no wind until tomorrow night.
Well, I noticed the plumes out east of town, so we'll see.
Of course, tomorrow night's going to get a little rough, but
Is that the thunderstorms, or is that what is going on? Is that Kansas weather ready to rock and roll? It's getting ready to introduce the next season. Alrighty. Got that. I'm just looking over. I totally feel like something's off, but actually, if we're being honest, I've kind of felt slightly off since last night. I had you check and make sure where everybody was supposed to be, that they're pinging where they should be pinging. Yeah, I've got the L up there, and then okay, I know why it's looking weird. It's because I've got this over here. So maybe I'll move that here. Alrighty, we are 14
we will get it sent to you,
in.
Jessica. I just dropped almost $600 in my vehicle in the last week and a half.
Oh, she's waiting for a pole dancing shirt. Yeah. I know she is. So, I actually just got 3 packages sent off today. We were able to print until yesterday because the printer. That's actually what we need to do this evening is finish working on the thermal printer. Getting it next Monday,
awesome,
15
Maya.
minutes after you start your live. My video about the little diverse. Oh, now that's cool. You didn't have to do that. But that's cool. Thank you, Myra. That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't been forgetting you, girl. I promise you that. It should have went out the week I was sick.
And then my vehicle broke down.
And then Mr. Step. It's been one thing after another. Mr. Step's vehicle in the last, 16 days are we at? 16 days has broke down 3 times. Once required a tow down, around the corner and down the street type of thing. Literally less than 2 blocks. It was
$100 later.
$100. Well, $95. And then his vehicles broke down 2 more times. And think what the cheapest was the last part that you replaced. That was almost $200. The one before that was
lost an alternator one day, put the new alternator on the next day, and lost the starter.
Yeah. So, just one of those things. So, I just figure tomorrow. Today is Monday. I have at least one appointment tomorrow. I thought I had a collaboration or 2 this week, but I'm guessing I don't. I will try to triple check that though through my email. My email has been kind of crazy. You get sick, life happens. You take a couple of weeks off. Try to keep up with email, but not really. And then you got to go through and work through it all. So yeah, it's interesting. We are at 4:18. Drop your numbers, y'all. If you are coming in between 1 and 125, we are going to give away the sunflower bucks momentarily. Hey, John, welcome.
Hi, John.
Unless you're me, then you clear the. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. You ladies, I don't know about you. Let's see. Let me make sure. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that would be that one. Um, we make cards and or stickers, and then oh, and then that happens. That cannot be that one. Alright. Not quite sure. We'll get it figured out. That's last night's.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll stick it back over there. Alright, we got 1 minute. Y'all jump. If you're coming in, drop a number between 1 and 125.
And Subi's looking for a vintage lamb cake pan. So it'd be hey, they're open tomorrow down here, right?
So yeah, that's Tuesday. Not just that. There's a couple of places I was trying to think. I was going through my head really quick. The ones I've seen.
Oh, you're good, hippie. You guys play in Shrek humor, and you know if a kid was to read the chat, they would just be confused. So it's all good.
And again, new chair. Well, new to me chair. So we'll see. Well, it's actually pretty cool. Alrighty, Mr. Steph.
You ready?
We are going to do stop signs, and we're going to go ahead and give away the $5 sunflower bucks for today's giveaway. Remember that if no one came in on my number, we go with the number immediately above. If there's no number immediately above, then we go to the one immediately below. So tonight's giveaway number is 118. Why, you ask? Well, because Siri chose it.
So there ain't no numbers above.
All right, so we go with immediately the one below it, which is Jessica. All right, Jessica, who would you like?
Hi, Ashley.
Who would you like to give the sunflower bucks to unless you want to use them? I mean, that is always, I know, right? What? Girl, you are this evening's winner for the sunflower bucks giveaway. The question is, do you want to keep them? Or do you want to give them to someone?
Give them to my pool partner.
All right, give them to Hippie. That's call number 2.
That's not any of our
Can
kids,
we
so.
roll for 3? Oh, just a spam call, huh? Alrighty. Roll those out to Hippie. Gifted. from Jessica.
All right, and I got it wrote down on my end.
I don't know how well you'll be able to tell that, but there is that. So congratulations, Hippie.
Hi, Skylar. Your
Hey,
package
Skylar.
went out this afternoon.
Yes. Let's see, how long has it been? It should be in anyone's email that had a paid invoice. If you get gifted a gift box coming, a gift envelope coming, it is not left yet. That's what I'm going to be working this evening and tomorrow on. So hopefully when this week's over, they're ready to move out with next week's orders that are shipping out. Where are we at? We did that giveaway.
Hi, Maritza.
Hey, Maritza, welcome in. What should we start with? Any ideas?
Wherever you want to start.
You know, are there any Mario or Bowser people in the house? Let me move that. That is glass. If there's any Mario or a Bowser, let me look and see if I can find. I don't remember that we had a year on this one.
We can't read the year. Only damage done to the whole thing's on the tag, right?
It's on the tag where the year is. So yeah, it's after 2000. I can tell you that. Anyways, G114 is for this Bowser, and its starting bid $8. It will get some dimensions on him. It's going to be some rough dimensions, but
$8.
$8 start bid. And he appears, his tallest peak is 10.5 inches. Oh, Lord. Stephanie, stop touching his. See, let's talk about this story, Jessica. Oh, you were talking that in, Jessica. Okay. All right, so 10.5, I believe it was that. And then, let's see. From the front of him to the back of his tail is about 8.25 inches. 8.25 inches. So he's a pretty good one. Let's see. What can I compare him to in size?
I don't know if we really got anything in common.
I mean, you got the girl that could.
Yeah.
Alright, maybe not. But, hey. Yeah, I don't really have anything to compare. You want to go make sure the boss isn't getting into something? I've got a fur baby acting weird, so. Anyways, this guy's pretty clean. I don't mean just clean. I mean, he's. And he is G114. Start bid for him is $8. Alrighty. Let's see. You did not give me numbers for these, did you? No.
No.
Alright, so G96 is going to be for this Beanie Baby. It's what, Lovey?
Yep.
Lovey still has her tag. She kind of gives me the whole season ladies club vibe. She was released February 14th, 1994. And shows
that one's a 2000 on the tag.
2000 on the tag.
What are you doing for a price?
Let's do start bid $6. She does have her undergarments. She is entirely clean. Let's see. And this is Thai Beanie Kids. That's what the front says. And this Beanie Kids collection is for Thai Inc., Thai Canada, Thai Europe, Thai Japan, handmade in China. All my love I give to you. I hope you love me that much too. Love you. So that is her. And she is G96, starting bid $6. Let's see. G97 is also starting bid $6. Tumbles is her name. She does have part of her tag on the back. It's kind of there, kind of not. This tie tag is kind of, well, it's a bit rough. This is retired in 2003. This one does not have its underwear with it.
The clothes are interchangeable.
Oh, the clothes are interchangeable.
Yeah, that's what I was reading on when I looked that one up.
Alright, so this one says 1999.
I've never seen those either until Steph brought them in today.
I purchased this my medical trip before Valentine's.
So down on the front of that dress it says gear. Down right there in the corner.
Tie gear.
Anything that says tie gear, the clothes are interchangeable amongst the dolls.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
That's cool. I learned something new.
Yeah, so did I when I looked them up.
But, so let's see. That one I gave G96. This one's G97.
Hippies in for both.
Okay, let's go ahead and call them down because I did start bids on both.
Going once. Going twice.
Yeah, these are just neat. And the fact that I found them in the condition I found them in was just astonishing.
And we're sold to hippie.
Alright, let me get these written down the right way. And I'm going to put title on both of them. Happy. Thank you, Happy.
Thank you, Hippie. Yeah, I thought they looked cool when I was researching them earlier. I was like, I've never seen them in a doll form.
Let's see. Oh. Here. Is anyone interested in handmade infant like booties? Oh, here. I'll measure these the best I can here in a minute. My best guess, eyeballing this, is probably no bigger than a size like 3. 2 or 3. I might be wrong, but I'll measure these. This is going to be, what was...
So 98 your next number.
Yep, G98. G98. Let's do a starting bid of $6 for both. You're going to get both of them. The only thing I do not see is I don't see a button.
You said starting bid $6?
Starting bid $6. You either don't have a closure to tie this closed or a button. But aside from that, this project is done. You could even do safety pins. Or if you're just dressing an adult, that's fine too. There it is. So where is my measuring tape? Yeah. And the feet, I'm just making sure. Yeah, they're the same. So the foot is 4 3/4.
Yeah, so do
by
I. I'm
2.5
looking at those
inches.
going, during the winter, those would be comfortable.
I know, right? Because, yeah, I mean, but to have anyone I know that has, knows how to do this type of work, yeah. But you got green, you got white, you got blue, you got purple. So these are just cute. And if there's no interest, we will pass on these. What are you doing? Okay. Here's more of that stuff that, hey, we sort stuff and then we didn't make sure we had the time to sort it and all that. So we're going to check this stuff out together. That kind of looks like Tom Sawyer, except instead of carrying like a tackling box, it's a Easter bunny, and so there's that. And this one is a title 1. I think that's title 1.
How much you gonna do this for?
Let me see if I can figure out how many is in here. I'm not quite sure what. Real estate's a miscellaneous lot. Hey, there's a girl.
You're gonna do them as a lot.
Let's do this boy and girl because those two I do know go together. So let's do a starting bid of $2 for both. I didn't pay attention to. All right, I'm gonna set one of these down so I can. Hold in. Yeah, it looks like daisies. Just white
It's supposed
ones.
to be G99, guys.
G99.
Yeah, I just missed it.
Alright, so remove that and then put a new one in.
Working on it. I just wanted to.
Yeah, you're fine. There's that one. She is hard, so she's a hard plastic. I'm gonna assume plastic. Yeah. And then here's the boy. He's got his rabbit basket and his walking stick. Let's see, which one's taller? I think the girl's slightly taller than the boy. So we'll measure her. 3 1/4 tall, and her foot span is going to be right at an inch. I can set her on an inch stick, yeah. So yeah, you get less than 3 inches in height on both of these. Shirley.
Hi, Shirley.
Okay, we got
Hi,
Steph.
Steph.
Sells by the Seashore in for G99.
All right, so Steph sells by the seashore is in for 2, looking for 3 or more to outbid.
Welcome in, ladies. And these look like they could use some cleaning up, but you know, you could simply just leave them the way they are. It's always iffy, you know, when you know certain things.
Hi, Kraken Mary.
Hey, Kraken Mary, welcome in. Let's go ahead and call this
Yep,
down.
give me just a second.
All right, I'm going to set them down because my arms are giving me. Number, if y'all haven't yet, between 1 and 125.
Going once to Steph.
We have
Going twice.
channel sticker we're going to give away this evening.
Last call to Steph sells by the seashore.
And this one was, this is G99, right?
Yes.
G99. Steph sells.
Hi, Kraken.
Hey, Kraken.
Well, I'm like fat fingering letters everywhere, guys. Sorry.
And this was sold for $2, right? Yes?
Yes. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Trying to write, trying to get numbers.
You're fine. Okay. I am going to need.
Thank you, Steph.
Yes. Thank you. I am going to need some of my small bins.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. That one.
Give me just a minute, y'all. Yeah, the smaller works. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I should probably put something on the outside or inside of this so I can tell. Oh shoot. So there's a lady that goes with that with the old guy. Okay. Y'all understand here in a minute. I just gotta figure this out really quick.
Kraken says, loves your intro.
Thank you.
And then Myra says, I'm sucking back oxygen already.
Oh goodness, I need to focus. So does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
I mean, if I have Cali on anything, I think most people would think California, right?
Right.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. So that was G99. So
G100.
It's G100. Take it.
Not that I know of.
All right. If you mess my inventory.
It's not my fault. You've got numbers running everywhere.
All
you
right.
start new numbers.
You'll be all right. All right. So G100. Oh, let's do a start bid to. Let me check condition. These are what we're going to be bidding on. You can throw an offer out if you want. I'm looking at condition. These look like they're the Rockwell kind of
Norman
Rockwell kind of stuff, but let's see, Taiwan made. Yeah, it looks like I'm both. Which one's taller? They're both about the same height, aren't they? So these are just under 4.5 inches tall.
So I need some price to throw.
I said $2 start bid.
Okay, I didn't hear you. I heard you say that.
No, sorry.
An offer. So.
And start bid $2 or offer me.
And then Myra says maybe switch to starting items with S.
Yeah, starting to switch items to S. Yeah. That would work. So G100. Get the guy with the carrots. Looks like he's only got two. He doesn't have any condition issues other than he with a little bit more Kansas dust than he would have maybe,
And Kraken's asking what's up with the skull up there. So we'll show it.
Oh, it's for sale. I think I got a start bid on it of $6. Yeah, that looks like Taiwan. Taiwan as well. This is the lady. Now she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's got 6 carats. I'm guessing they tried to add the shoe there, but forgot to paint one there. So, and that is G100. Start bid $2. Let me make this out. So I go back later and look, then I know. And this would be the reason why. Alright, let's see. Let's go with the skull. The skull is... It's G106. Start bid is $6. Sorry, I got distracted. So start bid. It feels like black velvet there. And then it's silver toned, blinged out. Let's see. Didn't notice that yesterday, but a little blue or whatever isn't gonna. No, it's not gonna lay down. Or maybe it's because I know it's there. Either way. This is... I believe it's 5 inches in length. Let's see. Six and a half.
Kraken's in for 6, looking for 7 or more.
6 and a half. And that's from here to here. And then for a height,
and we're going once to Kraken for 6.
Looks like 4 3/4. Looks like
so. Hippie's in for 7, looking for 8 or more.
Looks like 4 3/4, and that's going from
Kraken's
here
in for 8, looking for 9
here.
or more. Hippie's in for 9, looking for 10 or more.
And then
Kraken's in for 10, looking for 11 or more.
That piece will need to be glued back down.
And Hippie's out. So I'm going to go ahead and start counting down to Kraken for the 10. Going once to Kraken for 10.
Thank you, Hippie.
Thank you for your bids. Going twice to Kraken.
Can you see Hippie, or not Hippie, Kraken in his truck? Go.
Last call to Kraken.
Really?
And we're sold to Kraken for 10.
Congrats, Kraken. Yep, congrats. Very nice piece. Okay. And that was for 10, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Got their box kind of buried here.
No, you're fine. Just figure that way I can get skull. Okay.
Yeah, that would look cool in there, Kraken. Putting lighted eyes in it.
Oh, now that would be cool. Alright. What the world else was in the container? Alright, that's going to take me a slight minute. Because I might have forgot about that purchase. You'll have to get me a number down.
So you want to do Myra's idea and start with S's and do S1?
Yeah, we could do S1. Oh my goodness. I think this is probably Avon. Give me a second. I only say that because I think it's just something Avon would do, but maybe I'm wrong. This is a 1980 Blue Biscus Owl trinket. Let's do a $6 start bid. And so this is your owl. Let's see. I don't know if that helps. There it is.
Myra's in for 6, looking for 7 or more.
So that is the top. This is the bottom. It is stamped. I cannot read it. But we're going to try to. Mr. Stuff, can you look at this? It says something. Try it with this.
Yeah,
Don't know. You can flip it over too. Like if one side's one way and one side's the other.
It's marked. I just can't read it.
All right, it's marked. We just can't make it out. So.
All right, we'll go ahead and start counting it down to Myra.
So it is an egg. I do not see any condition issues. It matches up perfectly.
Going once to Myra for $6.
Let's see.
Going twice to Myra for $6. Last call.
I didn't get dimensions on this, so I'll at least get you a height. I would say it's a large egg, but hey. Yeah. Let's see.
Sold to Myra for $6.
Right at 3 inches. Right at it, 3 inches. Congratulations, Myra.
It's Wedgwood Jasperware. That would explain it. I kept seeing some that looked like bigger words, and I just couldn't make them out. That's cool.
I wondered if it wasn't Jasperware, but yes, I can turn it the right way. And then just roll it up. All right, and Mr. Stuff, do you have any idea what that guy is? Because, I mean, he is from Japan. I think you could hang him on a wall. And back in the day when you could get your cigarettes out of a vending machine. They had things attached to walls, and I'm wondering if that isn't one of them.
Maybe. Not sure.
Like, I don't know. But where's gonna sell this guy? Mr.
S2.
Be S2. He does have a little place to set something, so he could set. Yeah, he will set on something.
What do you want to start it at?
Let's start him at $2. He's kind of an unusual piece. He does have, what is it? I don't know that you'd really call it scraping, scratching, anything like that, but I mean, it's kind of rough right there.
See you later, Jessica. Thanks
See
for
ya,
coming
Jessica. Thanks for coming in, hon. And it is marked Japan there. It is in black. You do have some color.
Hippie says it's a match holder. It hangs on the wall.
Match holder, thank you. Go on. I just thought it was cool. And it will hold a colored pencils.
See, my grandparents had like a metal one that you threw
Yeah.
matches in, and then you pulled one out, and then you had a little tray on the front to set your match after you blew it out.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, one of those eras. You just kind of go, oh, I can't leave it. All right, Mr. Steph, what number did you say this was?
S2.
S2? Let's figure that way. May as well get these numbered.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's kind of the point of writing everything down, not just the solds in the book, is so I'm creating an inventory
So
list.
S2, which is 2.
It is nice, Shirley. It's kind of cool. Kind of a blast from the past.
Alrighty. Okay, this is no 24% lead. It is also, I think, a crystal. That really sounded like someone pulled up here. Just FYI. This is Wedgwood Irish crystal.
What do you want to start it at?
Let's do a $4 start bid. Unless I come across a condition issue. This is going to be a start bid, $4. It is pairs. So you got your pairs there. You got pairs here. And you got pairs here. They're just upside down. That's if you use it as a dish, right?
Get these in for 4, looking for 5 or more.
If you turned it that way, that's big enough for a taper to fit in. Which is cool. Right, but... Well, I don't see any imperfections. Check the rim level. There might be a slight ding there. Let's see.
Or is it on a seam?
If so, it's right there at the seam. That's why. But I still think it's a ding. So let's see. It's right here. It's not huge or anything by any means.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start counting it down to hippie.
But other than that,
Going once to hippie for 4,
Yeah.
looking for 5 or more.
like you can't ever see it like here, but it has to be just a certain where you can see it. But yeah, there's
Going
a
twice
ding
to
in there.
hippie.
Let's see.
Last call to hippie. And we're sold to hippie for $4.
Thank you, Happy. And this was S3, right?
Yep.
And
Thank
that
you,
was
Happy.
$4.
And then Kraken Mary's got a question. What's hanging behind you, Stephanie? Purple or blue?
Those are purple. I have 2 of them. They are both, I think, size large. They are Key State, so they are local. They are our local university.
The girls just got put out in the Sweet 16 Final 4 tournament for the women.
You want to hand me one?
Yep. And Shirley, we try to keep our prices low. As long as we can source at a real reasonable value, we try to bring it at a real reasonable value.
These are still new on the card. Both of them are.
What's the G number on those?
It's going to be on that one, I think. It should have been. I had the numbers there last night.
And they were $8 worth.
Yeah, starting at $8.
104.
104?
Yep.
So these are G104. These are size large. They are brand new. Still on the tag. Black zipper. You do have pockets right here. So right up front, one on either side. Let's see, K-State. The cat looks like Tom from Tom and Jerry. So, yeah, these are brand new. They do have some stretch in them, so.
But they're a hoodie, so.
But they're a hoodie, so, like, they're just a zipper hoodie. So quite literally, you know. But, let's see. Yeah, I don't give a whole lot of extra room. But I would say if you're a small 2X.
No, 1X ain't gonna fit those.
You don't think a 1X?
No.
Not
if
a
you're
2X, 1X would
Yeah, if
fit
you're
in
a
this.
small
Sorry.
1X, you might.
Yeah, a small 1X would fit in this, but a 2X would not. Sorry. Oh no, numbers must be. And let's see. Yeah.
Because the hoodie's meant to be a hair loose on yourself.
Well,
What's the other one hanging?
So and that one, I think, is an extra large. Let me get this one back on the hanger. That one, I think, is an extra large. And
Hi, Crafty Witch. Sorry,
hey,
I didn't
Crafty
see
Witch. How do you miss Crafty Witch?
you. It was between things.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
So
having
it's your
one of those
fault.
days.
So it's your fault.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. This one is a passport size large, and it is still new on the card as well. It is a size large.
Is there a number on that one?
Lord help me. I wrote it down yesterday, but that's G94.
Okay.
G94 size large. And this is a yellow gold. And then it's got some gray underneath.
What's the price on it?
$3. Yeah, let's just do it for $3 right now. So G94 size large. Passports still on the tag. And it's got your rose print.
And Kraken Mary's in for 3 for it, so she's getting it.
Okay. Sell it to Crack and Mary for 3. We showed these yesterday and the starting bid, so at this point we can just do buy nows. Unless it's pristine, your mama's gonna come back and smack you and you just let it go.
All right, we got it.
Alright. So new numbers are S, old numbers are G.
Yep. I like that idea that Myra gave. Hi, Craig Wolf.
Welcome in, Craig Wolf. And yes, I do. Tell me who that sold to.
Kraken Mary.
Thank you. It's something I could not. I just sitting there in my head seeing Kraken Mary, but I could not write it for the life of me. And theirs is down here.
Yeah, it's here with the skull.
Alright. Let me see how big that box is. Okay. Oh no, I just want to make sure where we're at with boxes, so that way.
I still plenty of room in it. It's because we've got all that other stuff in these other boxes.
What are you doing? Don't know. Don't know. Don't want to know. How's it going, Craig? Hey, Ashley. Do y'all hear my dog snoring? I'm waiting for him to get back so I can hand him off this because, yeah, we're nowhere where I can set things down yet. I suppose I can set it in this chair. Or even right here is fine. Alrighty. G95 is a starting bid of $10. Starting bid is $10, G95. And it is for this iridescent owl. I want to try to give it some, maybe not. No, that just totally. This is an iridescent owl. It is a paperweight. I don't know how to describe this. It almost feels like they poured acid on it, but hey, that's just me describing it. What? That's what it feels like. Control bubbles. It's just a really cool. There's the iridescent. Let's see. Let's get a measurement on him, and maybe I'll write that down this time. He is standing right at 3 3/4. His base is a diameter of 1.25 inches.
Hippie sent for 10, looking for 11 or more.
If you consider his arms, he is about 2.5 inches wide. But I did do his diameter on the bottom. But it's 2.5 inches. Sorry, 2.5 inches.
Going once to Hippie for 10.
Yep. It's just a really
Going
cool
twice
piece.
to Hippie. Last call. And sold to Hippie.
Thank you, Hippie. I'm actually going to stick this in the bag for now because it'll give it some added protection.
All right, Hippie, have a good evening. Thank you.
Have a good evening, Hippie. Thank you, hon. Congratulations again. Let's see. We're just a little over an hour, but not quite an hour since we did the giveaway. So, and what? We're doing a channel sticker, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Why don't you come over and show the cobalt blue for me? I've got cobalt here. I don't know where the actual card is for this one. But I've got some up there too.
All right, everyone. Sorry, I'm still in work clothes. I haven't went showered and changed yet. Wasn't expecting to be on camera.
Yeah, but you want to.
What's the next S number? It's in between the G. There's a blank space.
Give me a second. So it'd be S4?
Yep. All right, so this is going to be a vintage cobalt blue double beehive hourglass vase. And we're doing a start bid of $7 on it. And I guess it's called double beehive because it's got the two bubbles. I don't feel anything rough. Right there's the maker seam. It's the only thing I feel on it. It is labeled with a number 5, which, if I remember correctly, on the cobalt blue, that kind of makes a difference if it's got a number printed on the bottom of them. But it is number 5. It is 6 1/4 inches tall from the bottom to the top here. And then the largest bubble is 3 inches across it. I just thought it was a cool looking piece. It doesn't glow. I've checked all the glass that we've got to see if any of it glows.
I thought I had the card with it.
That is right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So this one's going to be S5 or G116. Sorry, it's got a number. G116. And this is another vintage cobalt blue. And this has got a start bid of $6 on it. And this one's a fluted cobalt blue vase.
It's actually kind of neat.
It is. It's really neat. And I don't like the way the cobalt shows up on the screen because it doesn't do justice to what the real color when you're holding it in your hand is. Mm-hmm. So it is 8 inches tall from the bottom to the top and 3 inches in diameter at the largest point down here. So it's 8 inches from the bottom to the top, and then the largest part at the bottom is 3 inches across. Nice fluted top. Just kind of a pretty looking vase, really is. I don't feel anything sharp or jagged anywhere on it. I don't see any where it's been clanged or anything like that. So this one here is G116 and it's $6. Anyone watching the replay, send us an email down here at the Groves Bargain Emporium at gmail.com and just put a period between each of the words. And if we've still got it in hand, we'll send it right out to you. All right. And I'll field the card up here for this one. I think the card. Yep. All right. So these are G118.
Oh, yeah. We had a card that was shared. Remember?
Uh-huh. G118. And it's vintage cobalt blue bud vase. And it's got a starting bid of $6 for choice because I have 2 of them available. All right. So, like I said, I've got 2 of these available. They're identical. They've got this neat pop-up design, the little, on each one. Don't feel anything sharp or anything. These don't have a number or anything on the bottom. They are 5 inches tall. So from the bottom to the top is 5 inches. This here is 3 inches on the very bottom down here, the largest part. And then the top is 1 3/4 inches across the lip here on the top. Like I said, these are $6 for choice. There's 2 available. So, and that's G18. And like I said, anyone watching the replay, send a message to us or leave a message on the thing or whatever. Let's see.
Why don't you try to sell your pewter at Beauty? It's in the glass.
Oh, okay. All right. So, anyone here like pewter? We lucked into a P. All right, and it's going to be S5. I can't spell worth anything. Pewter unicorn. You all get the idea. And let's do a start bid of $3. And it's just this little guy. It's a unicorn. It is pewter. It is marked in there. I don't think I can get it to show on camera. We'll try. You can see just the words down there in the deepest part.
That is neat.
It's a kind of a real neat piece, guys. Anyone that's into unicorns, it's kind of a neat one. It's not real big. I mean, holding it in the palm of my hand, I'll get you some measurements. Blue candlesticks. So it's 1.5 inches from on the base here, from the edge to edge, 1.5 inches. Only pewter ducks and penguins. And then from the top of the horn to the bottom is right at 1 3/4 inches. Like I said, just a neat little piece. And Kraken's in for $3. Looking for 4 or more. And I'll get to you in just a second, Myra, on the... I didn't know we had blue candlesticks. Or is she talking those blue bud vases?
Thinking the bud vases up there.
I haven't looked into much pewter. We were out thrifting the other day, and one of our locations here, I walked around the corner, and here sat like 4 little figurines that were all unicorn, and this one was sitting there. And I just grabbed it instantly. I was like, yep, pewter. But, all right, so we can count this down to Kraken. Going once to Kraken for $3. Going twice to Kraken. Last call to Kraken. And we are sold Kraken for $3. Thank you, Kraken. You want to write that down on one of the S numbers down there?
What was it?
S5.
And it's just either uniform, right?
Yep. And we got him in his own little bag there, Kraken. Thank you.
Thank you, Kraken. And that was $3 so, right?
So,
So for 3, right?
yes. So were these the ones you were talking about, Myra, the bud vases?
See, because the only thing I have is candlestick. Is that Oriental right there?
Yeah. And she was asking for blue, so.
Mm-hmm.
Because these here are $6 a piece, starting bid. If these are what you were asking about, these are the ones that's got the neat little bubble design on the outside and everything. No.
I do have
Cool.
these.
Cobalt blue candlesticks. I don't have cobalt blue candlesticks.
So, give me a second. I'm trying to get my color pulled.
Were they something we've showed before, Myra? Because if so, they may be buried. All right. Well,
So, this is what I have. That's blue.
she was after.
So, this is blue. That's cobalt blue. This is blue. Let me make sure I'm not going.
We've got stuff kind of everywhere right now, so we're.
I do not remember candlesticks.
All right. Myra says she thinks we've showed them before, but maybe not.
I will keep a lookout. This is not unlikely to show, so. Let me figure out. I want to. Oh shoot! Man, I'm holding out on the good stuff. So here's. Give me a second. These right here. Men's clothes. And that they have pockets.
You're not into showing clothes.
Huh?
I'm not into showing clothes.
I
I
know,
can't
but
see good enough to show them through these glasses, but all right. So this here is going to be S6, and it's a blue polo, extra large men's. Starting bid $3. So S6, you want to write it down over there?
yes.
All right, guys. So this is an extra large men's polo. It is PGA Tour brand. It looks, I don't see any damage. I don't see any like discoloration under the armpits or anything like that. Yeah, we will, Myra. I will definitely look and, um, Craig, that's too small for me. I used to be in a 2X and now I'm swimming a large. But
They
they're
got Myra in for 3.
all right. We got Myra in for 3.
And who was on the unicorn? That was Kraken, wasn't it?
Yes. Hi, Jaden.
Hey, Jaden.
So since Jaden, you're new here, drop a number between 1 and 125. We do different drawings throughout the night for different small stuff, nothing huge. Just kind of neat little stuff saying thank you for stopping in. Just make sure that you email us with your information. So if you win, we can get it to you. You don't have to stick around till the end of the show or anything like that. Just kind of a thank you chance for you guys coming in and saying hi and sticking around for a few.
All right. So, got Myra in at 3, looking for 4, or we're going to count it down. Going once. Going twice. Fair warning. Last call, whatever you want to say. And we're going to sell this for $3 to Myra.
So what size are you, Craig? Because I don't know if I've ever even seen you on camera.
I don't have a way to check right now, Craig, but if you want to drop me an email, go ahead. I am not at my laptop right now, so.
Wow. 5 to 6X. I don't have any men's clothes anywhere in that size range, do we?
So I don't have anything with me right this second.
Okay. And there's a good possibility, Myra. Was this one of the ones you sourced in Hutch? Yeah, then you probably did. Myra goes, I think I saw you source that shirt. And it was S what? 5 or 6? 6.
S6. Yeah, this would be over by that building that went to food.
The one that had the gas main explosion?
Yeah, so that was something more, right? Yep.
I'm still trying to find that article for that. All right.
So all of them have to be a start bid of 3.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
All right. So this one's going to be S7. And it's a green extra large t-shirt. Starting bid $3. So this one here is a Fruit of the Loom.
And then if it has a pocket, mention which
I
side
will.
it's on.
I will. It is the tagless with a Fruit of Loom, basically silk sign. It's got the pocket on the left-hand side of the shirt up here. It kind of hides on camera, don't it? But once again, this one here, I don't see any, it looks brand new. If it's been worn, it's only been worn gently. I I don't see any sweat marks or anything under the underarms.
So you got Myra goes, is that sold? Old?
It was supposed to be sold.
Yep.
Oh, man.
So is that a Sheen shirt?
No, it's a Fruit of the Loom.
Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah, Fruit of the Loom. But it's just a standard tee. It's got the pocket on the left-hand side up here. These are kind of shirts I like. They're just a standard shirt. They're nothing fancy. They're not, just nice, comfortable fabric. All right. All right. So this one here is a blue polo. Oh, Myra's in for 3 on that one.
Oh, yeah, I just seen it come across. So, go ahead and start counting it down.
Yeah.
If someone else is interested, they'll jump in.
That's the way I look at it. And we're going once to Myra. And we're going twice to Myra. Last call. And we're sold to Myra for $3. Thank you, Myra. You're awesome. I am old and slow. I feel old and slow. And let me tell you, I'm glad tomorrow's my Friday. This week is jacking my world. All right. So this one's going to be S8. Is that where we're at?
S8, yes.
S8. And it is a blue polo shirt, extra large. And just like all the others, it's starting at $3. And this one's a George brand. And it shows it's extra large, shows the size in there. It still has a little plastic tag from the place that we sourced it. I'll let whoever clip those out. Nice looking polo shirt. Once again, it does have a pocket on the left-hand side of the front up here. The camera really kind of hides those pockets, don't it?
Yeah, it does.
But it's got a pocket on the left-hand side.
Got Myra in that 3.
All right.
4.
Looking for 4 or more. Once again, if it's worn, it's very gently worn. There's no pit stains or anything stupid like that. If there was, I wouldn't be selling it to you guys.
So Myra was with me when I went virtual shopping.
Uh-huh.
This is that whole,
well,
part of it.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and count it down to you, Myra, because if anyone wants to jump in, it'll be kind of like Hippie was earlier when she jumped in on that skull. People can jump in when they start seeing us count down.
So, and then you had Craig, he was saying 5 to 6 or 4 to 5.
5 to 6, I think. I can look here in a minute on my phone.
Can you look before we get...
Myra said her brother's birthday is this summer. So hey,
Mine too.
Yeah, mine too. Well, mine's in November, but
No, I mean, my brother's birthday is
All right. I lost what I was doing. Last call.
I got you distracted.
Yeah, Steph distracted me. How dare she?
All right. That's the one you're showing, right?
Yeah.
All right, so it's S8.
Thank you, Myra. All right, so that one I'm not bringing tonight.
Okay.
I'm going to wait till I have the person that asked for that shirt size in our chat. That's extra large tall.
Dude, show it.
All right. I just remember last night we were asked to keep an eye out.
Yeah, and if it's still here.
Awesome, Craig. Thank you. All right, so this one here is S9.
Yeah, S9.
Well, extra large starting bid is $3. So this one here is a gray polo. There's no pockets on the front of it. It's gray. The fabric is that real, almost like the dry fit fabric. It's got that real soft feel to it. $3. It's an extra large. Once again, it's either very gently used or never used. I don't see any staining or anything like that. No snags anywhere on it. And it's starting at $3. And it's S9.
And that's like the gray on Heather, right?
Yeah.
It's where it's gray on gray.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and S10 is light blue. And Myra's in for 3.
For 3 on S9.
So I'm going to go ahead and just drop the next number in chat real quick, just because I already had it typed in.
No, you're good.
And we're going to go ahead and count down to Myra for $3, going once on the gray hoodie for S9. Going twice to Myra on S9. Last call to Myra. And we're going to sell it to Myra for $3.
And that's for this one.
And then Craig wants to know what all kind of stuff we have. In Emporia, the idea is it pretty much has everything. We sell everything from clothes, glass, books. Kind of name it.
Bowser.
Yeah, stuffies, vintage toys, just pretty much anything. If it looks cool, we usually grab it if the price is right, and then, So this one here is a starting bid. This is S10, starting bid of $3. It is a light blue, and this is an extra large tall, so an XLT, light blue.
So it's S10?
Yes. And like I said, it's an XLT, so it's the extra large tall in the men's. Once again, this one here I don't see any wear anywhere. No staining in the pit area. No stains on the front. No strings pulled or anything stupid. And it's $3 start bid on it. I've got a whole bunch of DVDs, Craig. We just kind of put them up for a while because I wasn't having any luck selling them. I think you're the one I was talking to about the DVD collection.
All right. So that's
S10. Yes.
All right. You want to set this with S10? Oh, I need to write on here. By the way, we know later.
Yeah, I don't even know how many cousin Brian had.
Over 300.
Yeah, over 300. It was unreal as we were going through his stuff. And he wasn't even really a collector per se. He just liked his DVDs. He'd go buy them brand new, pop the plastic off, open it up, set it next to his chair, and then like 2 weeks later.
Sure he had over longer than the shelves alone, and he had more than that in the garage.
Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, I mean, we kind of sell a little bit of everything. The little pewter unicorn, that's the first piece of pewter that I've been lucky enough to source at a reasonable price.
I can't until a little past midnight.
All right.
So, all right, I think I am finally out of those men's clothes. So it's back to your turn.
Sounds good.
All right, Steph's going to come back over and sell for a little bit.
What's up? Does anyone like unicorns? How about owls? When in doubt, and you can't figure it out, totally almost dropped him. When in doubt, this guy always like, I am gonna drive Mr. Stuff cray with this guy. Well, these days I'll come in here and he just won't be here because Mr. Stuff will be like, you know what?
I sold him.
I'll settle him. All right, let's see. All right, I have a Linux Crystal, a Butterfly Meadow, and
What's the G number?
oh, G117. Sorry about that. It is a starting bid of $6. It is Linux Crystal. I'm looking. There it is. So give me a second. I'm going to try to get it to show. It's right here, though. If you're familiar with Linux, yep, right there. There's the name right there.
And what was your start on that?
Starting bid is $6. This is the Butterfly Meadow hand painted pattern. So you got butterflies. You got, depending on where you're at in the world, you either got dragonflies or you got mosquito hawks. I'll tell you, I think both have their place in the world, even if they are the same thing. So there is your mosquito hawk or a dragonfly. There's a ladybug. So, if you like ladybugs, you got bees. This is 6 inches tall. It is 4 inches at the top. Yes, it is rippled. It just looks like a flower. It is 4 inches at the top.
I'm dropping stuff.
Mr. Stuff's over there dropping stuff. And it's 4 1/4 inches. So 4 1/4 inches across. So it is just a gorgeous little piece. It could use some cleaning up. I don't want to do any issues with it or anything, but some vinegar would probably do this baby some good. So that's where we are with that one. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do this channel sticker.
All right, so anyone that's new that stopped in and hasn't dropped a number between 1 and 125, drop a number.
Drop a number.
I'll let you know if it's good or not.
Okay. We do have more unicorns if someone's interested in some unicorn knickknacks. Let's see.
A cracking slap on that one. Craig got his number.
Woohoo! Let's see. I do have another elf. This one is full.
Do you have any number for that one?
No.
S11.
So S11. This is Avon. Yes, the cream. I'm assuming it's cream. Yeah, that's what that would have been at one time. It's just a singular. It is marked Avon. It is white. It does have your gold tone painted eyes. Let's do a $3 start bid on him.
Okay.
So here is your Avon mark. Not really don't show, but hey, it's there. It's there. That's the year you were born. Interesting. I wonder how many people are into the year they were born. Like, all right. So this
Myra's
is
in for
stamped.
3.
This is stamped with 12 underneath the Avon. So underneath the Avon, it does have 12. I was having to maneuver the lighting just right, but there is a 12 there.
So we're going once to Myra for 3.
Yep.
Going twice to Myra.
Well, I had some Southern Hooters show up here. So it's just right that we send some Kansas Hooters to the Southern folks.
And then she wants to know, is it perfume in the owl? Or
I think, no, it was a cream. Would you like me to clean it out? It's still... Oh!
You don't remember the last time you opened up an Avon perfume bottle in your cell?
I gotta stop messing with my great grandparents. Yeah. I'm not gonna be kidding. I've got to stop that.
A Hooter exchange. I love it.
I mean, it still has sin in there, but no. So I would say that was a perfume cream. I'm looking for the little dabber thing that went on it. It's gotta be here somewhere. I literally did not go anywhere. I was right here, Mr. Stiff. That is odd. Alright, let me move my jacket. No.
What's it look like?
Kind of like something you put on top of something when you don't want something to come out.
It's got to be up on that desk somewhere.
I will sniff it too. Of course you will, won't you? It's just habit to do that though. Alright. That's gonna drive me crazy. It's almost got to be in the Limester stuff because I didn't drop it.
There's the paper in the lid.
Okay, so the paper's
Yeah.
in that lid. Alright.
Cool.
But, yeah, it's still, I would not say it's safe for your skin, just saying. But, yeah, it still works. So, There you go. Let's count it down. We did. It's Myra's. That was what?
Myra sold it. S11.
S11.
Thank you, Myra.
Thank you, Myra. And we did that for $3, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Myra.
All right. So you're down to the last chance to throw numbers in for the next giveaway.
Yep. Go ahead and drop your number, y'all. We are going to do the next giveaway. That's going to be for channel sticker with the twist. Y'all know I typically do 3 giveaways. How many have I done?
This will be number 2.
This will be number 2. But will it? Will it? Alright, so that's for my ice box. Where's your channel stickers? Because I looked earlier. Oh, you did hide them. Should have known. All right.
I'll do it while she's looking at this point.
Mr. Stephanie, you still gonna sell me that gizmo with boy? Now you just go. So, our next giveaway for a channel sticker. This is a 3x3 Mr. Stephanie exclusive.
And if you ever want to know what it looks like,
Yes, and just in case you're wondering, it will fit on one of those. So, we are gonna go ahead. I've got to get this. I got to put here, one here, one here. I haven't got one over here.
well, you know, this is about to work out well because I've got tomorrow and then I've got my 2 days off.
So tomorrow's your Friday.
Tomorrow's my Friday.
Tomorrow's Tuesday, which is not my Friday. I have an appointment tomorrow too. So you'll be subbing for me for a bit. All right. Do you want to? I think I put in a number.
We got you.
Mr. Stuff's got you, Shirley. And now I have a good story that goes with this number tonight. So tonight's number is 67 MY because I already ate 68. I don't know, it's something better in my head. Why 67? Because they ate.
No,
68?
why is 69 better than 67? Because 68.
Because
68, 8.
No, now you're chewing it up.
Yeah.
Now we need to ask our twisted and dark humored kids for help. But either way, 67 is the number.
There is no direct match. 69 is the next number, and that was Craig Wolf.
Okay.
So Craig gets a channel sticker. The cool thing about the channel stickers are they will fit in an envelope, and we have like 2 books of stamps that.
Congratulations, Craig Wolf. That was the boss running like a banshee down.
Uh-huh.
But it's not that, it's the sound that came with it.
Yeah, why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 8, 8, and 9, if I remember correctly, or something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, not a problem, Craig. Thank you for hanging out. I mean, that's, kind of why we do the whole channel stickers and stuff.
I'm not quite sure what it was, but Ellie was outside, but she was not. Alright, so Craig will. Why was the 6
Why
afraid
was
of?
6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9.
What do you call a bunny with fleas? Does anyone know what you call a bunny with fleas?
Craig says no clue. It's kind of where I'm at.
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny. Too many dad jokes.
I mean, I was reminding myself it's still, not 5 o'clock in some places yet. So, okay. Do we have just a
You also
giveaway
have to put
bid?
it up with the other one up there. Get invoices on
No, you're
these off.
fine. I just need them. Let's set them by the jewelry casket. I'm trying to think. Is there anything I really... Yeah, I could show some owls. I could show an owl. I could show a really heavy angel. That's a 2-bird candle that goes with that, right?
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure where those are at right now. I bought the LED ones. And are there numbers on any of those?
No, so
Okay.
we're going to have
S12.
to... Alright, so S12. S12 is a taper candle holder. Also an angel. It's also, Lord help me, do I want to read this out loud? Mr. Steph's already laughing.
There's some Peter Shrek humor there for you. I love it.
Jesus, dude.
Oh, thank you, Kraken. I needed that. That's 12.
Definitely needed, but thank you. Alright, so this, I have not found any condition issues, but I'll look it over a little better in just a second. So, you got approximately 7 inches
How much?
in height. Let's do a starting bid $4 for her. So, she does need cleaned up. She does come with some Kansas dust. Just kind of looking over all the usual places that I don't see. Don't feel any imperfections with her, so she is a crystal of some sort. Glass. Oh no, Lord help me. Oh no, I missed one. No, I missed one. I didn't realize. Oh!
And then Myra says, also, Ken, not being anatomically correct might be a thing. All right, Greg, you're good.
Not a problem. You know those pool noodles we got
Yeah.
I think I need to use some and put one on there because I just killed my knee. I just killed my knee. My knee hurts. I want to cry. All right, let's get diameter. So in a diameter, this is 4 inches in diameter. I did mention 7 inches tall. Taper light goes in there. Taper candle goes in there. However you want to do it. Matter of fact, nothing has to go in there. In fact, no. That some things should just stay in the brain, right? So imagine that's a light because right now I just don't have one. You could set a candle, LED, underneath and just use it as.
Keep my eyes open.
Yep. So that is S12 starting bid $4. Angel taper. That way. I got Kraken in at 4. She looks like she's got a little indent there, but it's got to be the makers. Let's see if I can get, right there. Right.
Kraken in at 4, looking for 5 or more.
I was trying to figure out what it did with them. I pulled them out of all my light fixtures because it started shutting them off. Would you know?
Going once to Kraken.
And now I can't find them because I put them up somewhere.
Well, it's like I thought I knew where that bag was with the new ones that I bought. I'm not sure where it is out there right now. Going twice to Kraken. Last call. And then Myra wants to know if she should do a neighborhood box giveaway on April Fool's Day.
Why the heck not? Heck yeah. Yeah. But how would you know that you know?
And we're sold to Kraken.
Thank you, Kraken. I would do it though, for sure. I actually like the idea. Maya, you have a lot of.
We're trying to come up with ideas for tomorrow anyhow.
Yeah. What are we going to do?
I don't know yet.
Oh, no, you don't. Don't. Do not make me cry.
Well, you got so much crap going on.
Well, that's because I need to unbury that.
Right.
Alright, so let's see. Oh.
You got sell the dream catcher?
Yeah. No, I gotta keep some of the cool stuff, right?
You're gonna have no place to hang it up there right now.
So what, you're saying sell it?
It's all up to you. I carry the way.
Let's see. Look at see if all the feathers are there. Alright, if you want to sell it, let's sell it.
What are we gonna start it at?
Double.
Okay.
So, got some red trim. Tell two different colors. It looks like red and gold. Red and gold for the thread. And then got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that 11 for sure? Yeah, it's 11. Okay. So 22 feathers. 22 feathers. You got a feather for each strand. And there's at least a bead with each. And they do vary in size of beads. Let's get a diameter. Guessing this is probably a 12 inch, but it's a 10 inch. 10 inch diameter. Mr. Stuff, would you mind holding this up and get a drop on it? Alright, so the very lowest feather is 18 inches. And together it's about 32. So 18 from the bottom of the rim to the bottom of the feathers. And then 32 for its overall length. Alright, we will pass on this one. Let's see. Set that one there. Oh,
You missed.
did this one sell or no?
No. I can send it over to you.
Yeah, that works.
That's close.
Alright. Easter's coming up, y'all.
S14.
S14.
Yeah, that's what that one will be.
Okay. S14 has a story. Of course, most everything I get in one way or form has a story. So it's going to be, I don't know, let's do $2. Buy it now. It does have a little bit of element staining there, so it's been out in the elements. So it's not perfect. Got a little bit of discoloration over on this side, just a little. It doesn't impede the, I would say this is probably a 4x6. Let's do some measurements though. It's gonna be 20, that's 28 and a half.
Okay, it's 28 and a half.
thus wide. And then, we're just over 40. So
28.5 by 40.
it's about 41. So, but this one you can pin up. You can throw a rod through it, hang it out the door. There's a lot you can do with him. And maybe I will, but I figure, hey, you know what? Might as well start showing. And so there's that. And what was this number? S14. Alrighty, we are getting closer to Easter. What else can we sell? How about like an Easter pin from Avon?
So, why was Tigger stuck in the bathroom so long?
Oh, Lord help me.
Because he had poo in his fur. You don't know how much I needed the good laughs tonight, Kraken.
For sure.
This week has been wearing on me at work, so.
Yeah, the last few days have been, we're trying to get back in routine.
Yep.
And trying to have enough grace for one's body of when it just don't want to show up. Being like, alright, it's alright, we'll do it this day. And then it wants to go total different way. Given just a second, I had a container earlier.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not
Is it
sure.
on the floor?
I don't see it.
Okay. I don't see it either.
What are you guys looking
I'll
for?
eventually.
Take
There
it.
was a container over here. It's all good. It's not Tupperware.
Yeah.
There's a whole Tupperware. You know what? Did I sell all my Tupperwares?
I think so.
My canisters? And my containers?
I don't know. I don't even know where they're at.
Okay. We'll stick with birds then.
All right, S15.
S15 is the Great Plains Nature Center. It says it's orca coatings made in China. It does come with some Kansas dust. That's free.
What are you starting it at?
Let's do start bid. Let's do $2. It is the Great Plains Nature Center. So here is the stamp for it. But past that, I can tell you Great Plains of what? It's pretty incredible, the birds. You got a hummingbird in there. You got a bluebird. You got, just incredible. Incredible piece. So that is S15. Start bid $2. Alright. How about an American bison? American bison. That's one from the National Wildlife Federation. 1996 is the copyright. So you got
Two on that one also.
Yep, do 2 on this one as well. It is a single bison could provide food, shelter, and clothing for Native American Plains families. These families, perhaps the country's first conversationists, believe themselves caretakers of the great herd.
So where's Peter Pan's favorite place to eat out?
Wendy's?
Yeah.
Of course it is. Oh, help me. Let's see. 1996 is right there. Yeah, I don't want to cooperate. $2 as 16. Let's travel back to the 80s. How about 1988? Your Christmas tree trimmed with lifesavers. The candy with the hole will make a hit with the kiddies. Not even kidding you. I wasn't making that up. I was reading from something. This is going to be S17.
How much?
Let's do $3 start bid on this. $3 start bid. Here is your holiday keepsake, 1988. Let's get your lifesavers. This is your smaller tin. I will get, let's see. Yeah, it just feels like something needs good scrubbing, but let's see. $5.5 tall, and you get 3.5 in diameter. So that is S17. Starting bid $3. So, what is the rest of the week looking up for y'all? S17. We went ahead and we did the $5 sunflowers. We did the channel sticker. Oh, I did mention we were doing something a little twisty with the last channel sticker. So the last channel sticker, Mr. Steph, the participant gets one from you and one from me.
Okay, do you know where yours are yet?
In my cell's area out there in the...
So in other words, in the next 2 days
dining
after
room.
Tomorrow, we'll find it.
Yeah, because all I got to do is clear off the desk, because that's the only place I haven't cleared off.
That desk will come this way, and that desk will go over there, so, yeah.
Let's see. That was S17.
Yep.
S18. We're going to do... Let's do a starting bid $2. This is, I'm thinking a ceramic, but I'm thinking it must be. It's not an old owl. It's something over the last couple of years. I can tell you
You
that.
said 2.
Yeah, let's just do $2. This is your green and your brown. So it's more green than it is brown, but and this is S18. $2. Still got a sticker there. Has a a hole there. So can't quite tell the year. It just says in the USA. So I suspect.
Crack it bid for 2.
Okay. Looking for 3.
And we're going once to crack it. Looking for 3 to take it away.
2 1/4 inches tall by about 1.5 wide.
Going twice to crack it. Last call.
And that was S18, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Kraken.
Thank you, Kraken. So then Kraken's got a question for you in chat.
They're doing good. We did that sale for them, and we've been meaning to have another sale. Because they had more than one front that they were dealing with, and I need to actually reach out and check in on them. I'm checking a few things from this box. We should be doing another boots on helping your neighbor in combat boots event.
We got a pretty good stack of stuff in the van that was brought to sell, and we just haven't done it.
Oh, we just haven't done it. Yeah, because getting through everything. Yeah, they're doing pretty good. I gotta reach out to them though.
All right. Well, we want to do that last drawing because I'm going to go get supper going.
Yeah,
6:30,
just
so.
need. What were we doing the drawing for?
You said both channel stickers, one of mine, one of yours.
Yeah, we already did the drawing for that.
No, you did a drawing for my channel sticker.
Oh, okay. Good. I just remember drawing. Alright. Alright, so we're going to ask Siri to choose a number. I think we haven't had anyone new come in, have we? Just a second. Alright. Hey, Siri. Choose a random number between 1 and 125. 93. 93.
All right. So there's none above 93.
All right.
So we go to the next one below. And 79, which is Subi.
Sue B. And cracking through it in the number.
Yeah, I got it just before you had the
Okay.
number right there.
And let's see, I need to write the date. So 3/31. And I just put 3/5 instead of 2/5. Go bigger. Channel sticker. Stickers. And this one is going to be for both mine and Mr. Stephanie's. What number did I tell you it was? It was 90 something.
93, I think.
Yeah, 93. Alright, where it's going to work. And then you said it was soupy?
Yep. 79. All right, I'm going to go and start getting supper.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Stephanie.
Yeah, birds.
Soupy. So, Miss Subi, you will be getting a channel sticker from both Mr. Stephanie and I. So, let's see. I think that's probably where we're going to end it for the evening, y'all. I'm going to do a bunch of rearranging and get things where they need to set. I'm hoping, hoping the air quality is better this evening, so maybe I'll sleep a little better, because I think that's what's affected my sleep lately. We'll see. But, I just keep telling myself the lighthouse being on fire is only like 6 to 8 weeks long, so yeah. So we'll get all this rearranged. I've got a few. Can't tell if not one of the fur babies out or not, but anyway. We'll get things arranged, get things out. Let's see. Tomorrow's $2 Tuesday, so that's where everything's brought at $2 or starts at $2. What is in the middle shelf? And of course, it has to be green, right? So, this is the Emerald City. It's a fragrance blends exclusive from the Candle Bar. The fragrance blends Candle Bar. So, so it's a candle. And then the next thing is, that's an ornament. Still sealed in the box. So. And then, let's see. Can't see it because I knocked it over. It was sitting on top of it. If you're not into candles, there's Enchanted. And it's wax melt. So, just trying to figure out if it smelled like the Emerald City, but it really don't smell like that one. So, Yeah. So I've got a few things I need to get through, and get organized because Mr. Stuff and I are getting this room organized as we go. You what? Give me a second, y'all. Listen to. What is the red thing that was beside the green candle? Oh, that is an Avon mostly full cologne bottle that looks like the genie bottle or a genie bottle. It's rough looking. I like this because I spilled some of this a while back. Hence the reason why it's only most of the way full, not all the way full. Oh, you're welcome. Why did Chip and Dell take Daisy Duck to the hospital? Oh! Oh! Ugh. Goodness. But yeah, it's ruby red, but it's got some condition issues. So that's what that is. Yeah, just we've got SpongeBob, got the elf. I'll have to get a full inventory on what cards I have and what cards I have left. That's 1 week they're hot, and the next week they're not, and then the next week they are, and got a bunch of unicorn stuff left. We'll have a ton of glass. I think Marigold is, yeah, I've got like 3 boxes of. How much for the red bottle? I'll tell you what, Kraken, offer me something for that red bottle. And then do you want it full or do you want me to dump it? Now it is rough, so. And I'm guessing it just something spilled. It spilled whatever it was sitting in. It just, yeah. So I just want you to get a good idea of what. And once it's cleaned up, it'll probably be a really nice bottle. You're looking at just under 7 inches tall. You just want the red bottle. You got it for $2. You got it for $2. You don't want the contents in it, do you? I'm just thinking that's probably close to a pound of weight.
I just put it for 2 because it does have the conditions.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I ain't gonna open that.
No, that's that bottle we opened that day. And
yeah, I spilled it in the sales area, and every once in a while you still smell it. Yeah. And he goes, no, he don't. All right, so I will dump this. So FYI, just put a note. Dump contents. But it is marked Avon, so. And it looks like maybe the number 2. I'm not quite sure. It looks like 2. So. And that would be. Is that S19? Now, who's got the delay? Thank you, Kraken. There. Hey, here's something I could show you all really quick. I think it's all here. You'd have to get the pieces for it. Let me see. Let me see. This is one of those Connect games, but I was thinking, there was another. Okay, I see it. So there's one. There's two. And there's that piece. So I don't care about its origin. I just love the red glass. I get you there. So, would anyone be interested in a Connect 4 without being Connect 4 and without the discs? I'm kind of curious now. I've got some poker chips somewhere. Will they fit? They might. I don't think they will. It'd be some small poker chips. I do have that. So I'll have to look. I thought I had pieces, but maybe I don't. Maybe it was just those pieces. I mean, if it is, it's still a cool piece. Alrighty, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it an evening. I've got to go get some dinner in me, and we've got to figure out how to get a few things organized before tomorrow sells. So, whew. Alrighty. I think we made it through. All the giveaways. So, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for being here this evening, whether it was just for a moment or if you've been able to come and go as you move throughout your afternoon and evening. It's a work in progress. It's taking some time, but we're getting there. So a lot of things have been rolling the last couple of weeks. So y'all have a great evening. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for your bids. If you're regularly, every week or every other week for billing, unless you tell me otherwise, that's the way we're going to do it. The same with builder boxes over the course of, whether it's 2 weeks or a month or whatever we've got set up. I had 3 packages leave today. My goal this week is continue getting better because I'm still dealing with some symptoms. Um, have ourselves, but keep, on top of it. That way I don't fall behind. And falling behind hasn't been an issue, but I don't want to get there. So, yeah, I'm thinking Thursday. Thursday will probably be the only day for invoices. I don't predict that we'll run into Friday. So Friday will probably be the day I'm aiming for giveaway stuff, getting it out the door. If it happens before, then it does. But every time I plan to focus just on that, something comes up. So um, that's where we're at. Invoicing on Thursday if you're my weekly people. And then past that, giveaway stuff that's been here for a month or so. It'll go out the door, hopefully starting on Friday. Y'all have a great evening. I'm not sure who's on right now. Let's see. Scooter Renee is going to be on this evening, I'm pretty sure. Her and Ruffalo just got back from vacay. So they're getting back into the swing of things. But she should be still doing it because I haven't heard any chatter otherwise. Scooter Renee should be doing her Monday motivation. That's at 8 Central Standard Time. So that would be 9 p.m. Eastern. Thinking Dawn's channel might be on. And y'all, if I haven't caught you live, I mean, I've caught a few people live in the last few days, but I haven't jumped into their chats. Just not their energy-wise yet. But I have hit those thumbs up, or I've went back and hit them up if I've caught, past the replay. So, let's see. I'm trying to think here. Okay, now that makes sense. Some of y'all just start conversation, or continue on the conversations without informing everybody when you post. Hey, you're continuing the convo. So Scooter and I think Don's channel. Sorry, y'all. My brain is just not there yet. Don's channel. I don't show her live, but maybe it is Mondays that she goes on a little later. Let me grab my other device. It's the one I've got my business account to. Lydia is on right now. Janice is on right now. She's on her channel. I say this and then I'm not going and checking because YouTube be doing that stuff. No, they are live right now. Okay. So Janice is on with Moonchaser Studio, and Denise's Magical Emporium on Janine's channel right now. So, it's Sunday, it's Monday, it's the start of a week. So, it's not hard to find some good channels, and it's not hard to find some, what they say type of, those channels are out there too. So, y'all have a good evening. Have a great week. We will be back here tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central. Past that, Mr. Steph will be taking and selling for an hour or so tomorrow evening while I have my appointment. So, past that, that's where we're rolling. Y'all have a great evening, and we'll catch you later.